Hey guys, it is Gordon here with One Maniac Reviews, and I know I said that I was going to put this video out yesterday, but I got into watching the Rooster Teeth Extra Life live stream, and I basically spent the last 24 hours just doing that. So I'm sorry I missed my day to put out a video, so I'm putting one out today. But luckily, we got two videos coming out today. We got this one, and then later tonight I will be doing my Star Trek Discovery video, and then tomorrow we've got The Good Doctor again, which always makes me happy. But I've been trying to decide what I wanted to do for this video. I didn't know if I wanted to go to the movies and see Daddy's Home 2 with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, and I was close to doing that, and then I realized I didn't hate myself that much, because no, the first one I did not like it. I think it was maybe within the last 2 minutes that I actually enjoyed the movie, when it was just kind of getting to, well, not the last 2 minutes. From when they arrive at the father-daughter dance until credits roll, that was actually a rather good little scene. So then I thought, well, I could go see Murder on the Orient Express. And I looked for it. Unfortunately, it wasn't playing. And so I then thought, okay, well, there were a lot of movies this summer that I missed. Let's go ahead and watch a couple of those and do a video on it. And I decided to start with the earliest one in the mix that I could think of, which was XXX, The Return of Xander Cage, which brings Vin Diesel back as the main character, and I started to watch it. I gave it a hell of a try, and that movie made me want to quit doing this. Don't watch that movie. It's no good. So I thought to myself, you know what? We've got Justice League next weekend. So I have decided that I'm going to rewatch. Well, I had decided, and I have already done this. I rewatched the 3-hour version of Batman versus Superman. And I did this because I thought that I may have been a little hard on the movie when it originally came out, just due to the fact that the theatrical debut of it had too many problems. So when I heard that there was a 3-hour version of it, at first I thought, I will never hate myself that much to watch that movie. And then when I heard about Batman vs. Superman was leading into the Justice League movie, and that there was a Wonder Woman movie coming out in between that time, so I decided I was going to watch it again. And so here's my thoughts. We have seen a Batman vs. Superman movie before, and it was done very well. And everybody knows that I am talking about the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns Part 2. That was a very good rendition of this movie. And everybody always says, oh, well, it's not the Frank Miller. It borrows heavily from it. The only difference in that whole thing is that the aerosolized kryptonite in the animated movie was shot by a one-armed Green Arrow hanging upside down on a fire escape using his teeth to draw the bow, which I wanted heavily in Batman vs. Superman, but unfortunately we didn't get that. He put it into a grenade launcher. Oh well. This movie, even with the extra footage within it, has its problems. First, Ben Affleck as Batman. Ben Affleck as Batman was not a bad pick. Everybody always goes back to the Daredevil movie. With the Daredevil movie, it was the story that failed him. His acting was great. He played Matt Murdock and Daredevil wonderfully, but it was the story that failed him. And once again here, Ben Affleck did a great job as both Bruce Wayne and Batman. But it's the story that fails him. Superman did a wonderful job in the movie. The actor played the part really well. I enjoyed him when he was playing Clark Kent. I enjoyed Ish when he was playing Superman. Lois Lane, unfortunately, she can literally just be played by anyone. I mean, my favorite Lois Lane so far was actually the girl from Smallville. Now, Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Whoever decided to cast him needs to be fired. Because this is probably one of the worst Lex Luthors out there. And I didn't think anybody could do a worse Lex Luthor than the Lex Luthor that we got by Kevin Spacey. Because that was a bad Lex. That was a very bad Lex. But that was a bad written Lex. This, once again, is a bad written Lex. And so, it's not Jesse Eisenberg's acting ability that fails him. It's that they wrote Lex Luthor like he was a drug addict. Like he was twitchy. Lex Luthor is not twitchy. But they decided that he needed to be twitchy and not the maniacal. When he was in The Social Network, written by Aaron Sorkin, the character that he played in that as Mark Zuckerberg was more Lex Luthor than the Lex Luthor that we got. But unfortunately, we get this, oh, look, it's Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne. You wouldn't want to see them fight now, would you? Person. And that annoyed the crap out of me. A lot of this movie annoyed the crap out of me. Like the dream sequence where he is dreaming of the future where Batman and where Batman is dreaming about the future and Batman has his resistance fighters and Superman has his super soldiers and they've taken over the entire world and he comes after Batman and Barry runs back in time to... Okay, first off, Barry? Bruce has never seen Barry before. It was Wonder Woman who saw the videos before Bruce did, and while he was having that dream, he woke up from the first dream, and then he has Barry sitting there in front of him. Bruce, you were right, you need to fear him, you need to stop him, da-da-da-da-da. And then he wakes up again in reality. So he was dreaming of somebody that he had never seen before, which bothered me. And so, at the end of the day, this movie has a huge amount of plot holes. Even at a 3-hour runtime, there was still a lot of the story that needed fixing. And also, stop trying to convince us that Superman's dead. We know that within the first, I'll say, 25 minutes, half hour of Justice League, he's back. Alrighty, guys, so that's it for me. If you guys are liking my videos, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any thoughts about Superman or Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice that differ from my own, please let me know down in the comments. We can start a rapport, we can share our thoughts. If you guys are new around here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Keep on coming back so that we can keep talking and you can see more of my content. I do have Justice League coming up next week. This week is the mid-season finale for Star Trek Discovery, so I'm going to be doing a recap on tonight's episode and last week's episode. And also, tomorrow night we have The Good Doctor back. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cue that music.